Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. We are currently doing the Trespasser DLC, and I think we're pretty close to the end. That was the indication that was given to me by the viewers last night. Got on about an hour later than I thought I would today, but it is what it is. We're gonna walk around and we're gonna talk to some people before we get into the next big section and potential end of the DLC. Since apparently you can talk to all your friends and companions and whatnot again.
She killed the girl to save herself. She thinks about the eyes going black. A weapon is an order, not a gift.
So clearly, a lot of what's going to be said is not necessarily groundbreaking or anything, but I mean, we have the opportunity to talk to people, so might as well, because after that, the game's going to be over when this DLC is finished. Come on. Why won't the thing hop up and stay up?
I've sent word to the Bin Hasrath. We've got to stop this dragon's breath before it goes any further. It can't have been authorized. My people wouldn't do this.
What can you tell me about the Kunari we're dealing with?
These aren't Bin Hasrath. They're specialists, working for a Vidasala. Bin Hasrath handle normal security. The Vidasala's people focus entirely on magic. They find it, they study it, they neutralize it. And they must be desperate if they're using Illuvians. I'd expect them to shatter any mirror they find.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
I wish we could talk to Krem. So is there anything new on here? Okay, yeah. Not my hurt to keep. Dwarfy ruins now? Mirrors can get off Kunari all over everyone's things. Who steps on their old stuff? Not as bad for dwarves as was for Dalish, maybe. Varric is fine, the undwarf. Wonder if he's feeling left out, scratched out. Wait, Winter Palace is a human ruin. Clever. Be there for him if it starts hurting. Tell Whittle, proper smart, she'll sort it. She can burn all the scary, seen her do it. Still smooshy. Elfie's servants still all weird. Felt that things feel samey thing again, but not where we were. Weird. There are too many empty pages, and then one that is dog-eared. When wonder we where wanders Whittle. Words. A detailed drawing of Dagna smiling. It looks almost complete. The nose is especially life and button-like. Did we talk to... I think we spoke to Sarah.
Kunari first, mixed with elves, add dwarfs. Ugh, doesn't anyone drink their booze one at a time anymore? And the elves here are still squirrely.
We'll talk later.
Count on seeing you, yeah?
Yeah. Always. Alright, so...
I can't believe this.
Oh my.
there's still that up there. Which I will get. I will grab it at some point. No, 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 no. I've got to move away from the spot. No, not climb up. I want to climb down. Down. No. What the hell's going on? This is ridiculous. Just drop down. Drop down. Don't stand in the middle of nothingness. There we go. No, 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 no. Okay, can we jump? Okay. Don't move. We gotta go over this slowly, or we're gonna fall right off. Because that's exactly what happened before. Ah, damn it! Oh, I got it. Okay. Excuse me, people. You're in my way. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Of all the places to land, I land in the middle of them and I can't jump out. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to fast travel somewhere. Please tell me I can fast travel somewhere. Don't tell me I can't. Oh my lord.
A smile upon you.
There we go. Apparently I just had to find the ability to do a super jump. Alright, so we'll talk to... Anything new to say, Charter?
Well met, your worship.
That's a big old no. Anything new on this to read? Barrel remover. Barrels of Gatlock have been removed from every wing of the palace. The majority were placed as structural weak points, setting off the charges at a time when the palace was almost fully occupied. As it is expected to be during the last days of the Exalted Council, could have ended in as many casualties from falling masonry as explosives. All available agents are making constant sweeps of the palace to ensure no barrel is missed, and that the Qunari attempt no further infiltration. So the bonus to all of that is that I did manage to get rid of, or not get rid of, but I took the person into custody that was evidently the troublemaker. Let's see if there's anything interesting to look at. But because we had the choice of either taking in one of our guards or taking the servant who had, you know, dropped the pot, and apparently he was actually transporting one of those explosive canisters. So we made the right decision.
It is good to see you, my friend.
I hear you've been rebuilding the Seekers.
Slowly, but yes. I managed to find a few of my former comrades who'd scattered to the winds. Some of them were unsuitable, and I did not ask them to return. Others felt as I did, once they read the Lord Seeker's tome. We've since recruited a few candidates who are going through training now, with full disclosure. What comes after this, I cannot be certain. I am making it up as I go along.
I'm sure you'll be fine, Cassandra.
I need to be better than fine. I want to build something that is worthy of lasting.
So what do you think of the Chantry?
You ask me just to poke at me and see if I react, don't you? It is what it is. Most Holy's reforms are interesting, to say the least. I hope they last once Liliana is gone. Regardless of what I think, it could have been far worse. You and I both remember the dark times we faced. Sadly, others have far shorter memories.
What do you think of the Exalted Council?
They are frightened of your power, and there is no longer a hole in the sky to remind them that it was needed.
They might be right.
Do not say that near them unless you want to give them the scent of blood. Even so, I would wait and see where this leads. Calmer heads may yet prevail.
When has that ever been the case?
I'm an optimist. Just ask Varric.
I'll see you later.
Farewell.
And anything else?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Okay, that was it.
I'll see you later.
Farewell.
Will it synchronize, or am I still disconnected from... what's going on? Oh, well, I don't know. You guys all talking about me? Why are you talking about me? What's going on here? Va-va-voom. What do they have here? Nothing I need. Meh. Superb crossbow arms. Okay. That looks like it could be worth it. Ooh. Aha! Pure dragon blood. Revenant heart. So are these just supposed to be for sale, or were these things I was supposed to be collecting? Because I feel like I'm not supposed to sell those. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it alone. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everybody's got better stuff than this Prowler armor. Yeah, so we don't need that. We can sell it. Masterwork Battle Mage armor. Oh, that's better. Better than what Dorian has. Nowhere near as good as what I have. Robes of the High Keeper. See, that I definitely do not need. Unique heavy armor. Well, I'm pretty sure nobody has anything that's weaker than that. Yeah. So we can sell that. Superior Prowler armor. We can get rid of that. Duke's Mane. This, on the other hand, unfortunately, I can't give that to Iron Bull. This 8 to strength. I'll give that to Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Crap. I feel dumb. Okay, coal. You can put that on. Wait. God damn it. That's what I'm wearing. Now let's catch up, game. Come on. Now, coal can put... Okay, that looks absolutely ridiculous. But that's okay. And then we'll drop that. Dorian. Oops. The only thing this doesn't have is it doesn't have the bonus to health. It's the only thing that's a bummer. However, kind of make up for it with the extra armor ability. So we'll drop that. Anything interesting with... Okay, that's a dagger. We don't need that. Fire damage staff. Doing 138. Clearly, we don't need that. Alright, so... Heart of Rage. As cool as it is, although permaflame, all nearby enemies are constantly burning. Grants 50% bonus resistance to fire and 50% bonus fire damage. I mean, that's awesome. However, although, I might be able to make that Heart of Rage really nasty by putting on the right rune. So... 349 Great Axe. So I don't really need the bonus against dragons anymore. Alright, so the only possible person who may use this is if I can get that 349 above 367. Walking Death, that's not going to get any better, so we can just immediately drop that. So, Heart of Rage and Single Incarnation. Let's see if we can create a strong rune for those. And alright, hold on. Modify armor. I'll check that real quick. Okay, that's just, well, let's at least take those off. Cold resistance and a bonus to willpower. I mean, the fire resistance is pretty significant. Cold resistance, fire resistance, but it's also, see, they also have the heal bonuses. That's the other thing. So when he does have to heal. Alright, so let's craft. Cook's note. Yes, for Our Lady's sake, there was an official menu. Woo! Got another one. Woo! Oh yeah, allergies, they rule. Yes, for Our Lady's sake, there was an official menu for the first day of a visit from the Inquisitor during an exalted council, but the paper was so old it fell apart in my hands. Our so famous sauce chef needs to come out of her sulk because we are doing eggs a la Valforet, and we will need enough cream sauce for tonight's course. The Council of Heralds and the Ferelden's are in a pretty... God damn. The Council of Heralds and the Ferelden's are in a pretty fit after the Inquisitor abandoned the talks. Dinner must be tremendous or we'll hear about it. Oh yeah, what fun. Okay. Any research turn in? Nope. Okay. Craft weapons. Well, we're just worried about runes. Oh my god. Okay, pure red lyrium. Did I buy enough to make 2 of these? Because it's definitely more important to be able to kill living things, because we're not really going to fight demons. Okay. Can I make 1 more? I can. Very good. Because, I mean, we're fighting Kunari, and they're alive. Alright, so that works. Oh, that's just the crafting table. Modify weapons. Alright, so this will go from a 349 to a 406. Bomb, bomb, ba, ba. Way better. Sweet deal. Yes. And Heart of Rage. That wasn't it. Was it? Yes. Okay, so then Heart of Rage. And this will be given to Vivienne, because she's the one I usually give fire stuff to. Goes from a 138 to 219. Kapow. Sweet deal. Alright, so. Weapons. Iron Ball goes from... I mean, it just makes sense. He was using a great axe. We might as well give him a better one, right? And I also just noticed this has enhanced basic attack. Your first attack now leaps towards your target, and you are between 6 and 12 meters away. Or if you are between... So that's pretty badass. The only thing that sucks is we lose the bonus, the plus 12 bonus to strength, because we don't have any a pommel or a haft that we can add to this. But that's all right. The 406 is quite a bit of damage. But we'll drop that, and then Vivienne. That's pretty sweet. And I love the fact that we're going to set people on fire and they stay on fire. That's always fun. And again, unfortunately, can't add anything to it. But that's fine. So can we try this again? The old golden nug? This will synchronize your collectibles. Yes, I know. I don't know. Doesn't really... I don't know if it did anything. Okay, I already spoke to him. Who have I not spoken to? Spoke to Varric. Spoke to Cullen. Still playing with his dog. Oh, wait. Ah, wait. Aha. Look at this, we are building up Constitution like crazy. That's a good deal. What the hell just happened? Did he just bring a stick with bees on it, a beehive? Cudgel of the golden ebon queen. On hit, chance to inflict bees on target. Good lord. That's awesome. Oh man, that's great.
Was there something you needed? Have you had a chance to speak with Liliana? Away from work, I mean.
Some, yes. Liliana has kept in contact, unofficially of course, but it's good to see her again. Arguing with her in person is far more satisfying.
I think he likes Liliana.
Do you remember the first time we came to the Winter Palace?
All too well. I've already answered a half-dozen questions about my personal life. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's worth enduring the political small talk.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here. Our every move is watched. Some things never change.
Is there any news from Ferelden? How's your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
All good news, then?
Not all, but most of it is, and that's good enough.
I should go.
Inquisitor?
Okie doke. Missing servant. Notes carried back and forth by runners covered in different handwriting. This is unacceptable. I was to wear the red cape with the chevrons today, but no one can find it in the wardrobe, which appears to be in 5 different places at once. Send Melisse to me immediately. S. I haven't seen Melisse all day, Uncle. She disappeared after setting out the bedclothes last night. One of the palace maids had to help me into my luncheon dress. E. Alida, you let some sticky-fingered scullery wretch lace up your Montfort silk gown. Have one of the footmen look for Melisse, and tell him to lay a few stripes on that elf's backside when he finds her. S. So, the question is actually, are these servants, is this one in particular, are they missing? Or was that the servant that was taken into custody? Like, did something bad happen to the servant? Or is this servant up to no good? And that's the issue. Because that's very possible. Wager notes. Have you seen Ambassador Melty yet, trying to cool everyone's tempers after the Inquisitor ran out of the Exalted Council? M. The gall. Trevelyan has some nerve. Have you noticed the runners at the Divine's quarters? Everyone is demanding the most holy address the affront. If anything, the Inquisitor's actions strengthen Ferelden's position. Arl Tegan is fuming. Lord Cyril won't let him push. This is as good as sealed, my friends. We'll see.
I knew it was foolish to hope the Exalted Council would go smoothly.
Has all this chaos changed your mind about the future?
We must stay true to ourselves, Inquisitor, whether we fight or lay down arms. As long as we serve the people, rather than our own agenda, we'll be on the right path.
Tell me about your nugs. Did you get any new ones?
Oh yes! A litter was born just a month ago. We are weaning them right now. If you are hoping for one, I'm afraid they're already spoken for.
Do you miss being our spy master?
I think I miss the people more than the work. Josie, Cullen... I didn't notice how much I liked having them near until they weren't. We're right, of course, but it's not the same.
Have your agents any news I should hear about?
There is activity in the Tirashan. Strange elves, like those at the Temple of Mythal. No news of Solus, however.
Perhaps later, Liliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
There must be something here.
You say that every time I'm in here. A ruined picnic. Canal. Now that you mention it, that elf hanging about the tavern does look familiar, but I can't imagine why she would have been at your cousin's wedding. Perhaps she was one of the servants attending on Duke Verney after he slipped into the mud pond and onto that wasp's nest at the picnic? Maker, still not sure how that happened. Well, we know what Sarah's been up to. Vivian?
Darling, what can I do for you?
I wanted your opinion of how Divine Victoria is working out.
Leliana is managing to hold the Chantry together, just barely. Likely your influence.
How are things for the Circle of Magi?
If you call it the Circle while they're in earshot, you'll never hear the end of it, my dear. The College of Enchanters is a ridiculous mess, but it's still a useful institution for training mages.
We'll talk another time.
Apparently she doesn't really have anything crucial to say.
Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Fereldans completely aghast. Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave on.
What is this ambassadorship about exactly?
I believe my father set it up, but the Imperium certainly didn't object. They'd love for the Inquisition to fall apart, so they're happy if it seems they consider this council a waste of time.
That makes no sense.
No? If Dread Tevinter actually pushed for the Inquisition's end, everyone else would disagree on principle. So they send a nobody pariah and hope for the best. Makes perfect sense to me.
What did you do in Tevinter while you were away?
I went home twice. The father was only there once. Mother was drunk both times. I also went to Carinus to see my good friend Maeveris. Then I settled some of Alexis's affairs. That wasn't fun.
Any thoughts about the Exalted Council?
A few. Divine Victoria needs a new tailor for one. From the paintings of Leliana in that enormous robe, you'd think she was pregnant. Could cause a delicious scandal. As for this whole Exalted Council business, well, I warned you once that no one would thank you for saving the world. Sadly, I'm always right. So long as the Inquisition's around to remind them they're not really in charge, they'll never sleep comfortably. Whether they have the guts to take action, I suppose we'll see.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
Alright, I'm just gonna do a quick scan, see if there's any... Well, like I said, see if there's anything else to nab. Gossip. Okay, have you seen that magnificent creature by the gazebo? Such a powerful frame when he struts about. It's so charming seeing him behave as if he owned the place. The commander's new dog is precious as well. It's the lovely Lady Pentagast that's caught my fancy. Maker, those eyes. Does she ever cast them your way? As if fate would be so kind. So some random person has a crush on Cassandra. Letter to Arl Tegan. I spoke with relatives on the Orlesian side of my family, and they also don't know why the Inquisition's guards are suddenly everywhere. Everyone is nervous. Maybe now the Winter Palace won't be so sanguine about the Inquisition's forces at this council, or the standing army to the east. They did say Trevelyan looks preoccupied. He has certainly spent enough time locked up with his advisors. Everyone's waiting to see what will come. Bon Wharton.
Those Fereldans, always afraid to mingle.
It's not that people are afraid to mingle as much as people don't like you. That guy looks sad. Are you bummed out or are you just pondering? You can never tell because they all got masks on. Alright, so nothing else. Let's take a sprint through here. I find it hard to believe that the only reason that these things are here is just so that we can look around the castle. Or look around the grounds, rather. I mean, if that is the case, I mean, whatever, that's fine, but it just seems weird. Alright, so I guess there's nothing else up here. Bloosh. Okay, we'll go in here one more time. I doubt there's anything here, but better to take a quick trip. Yeah, nothing. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I'd rather find out that there's nothing here than to come in here and, or to not go in there and then find out later on, oh, there was something important to read. Because that would have sucked.
It's been a while since so many
Okay, so I imagine this is by the bookshelf, so that's the one I need to go in. We're not going to do that yet. Not until we take a quick trip up the stairs. Just to take a look around. Once again, there may be nothing. And there doesn't appear to be. Good day to you. There's some big axe. Ah, Josephine.
The Canary will feel the loss of their lyrium. It is not an easy commodity to come by. You've done well. The Exalted Council, meanwhile, has deadlocked.
Does that help us or not?
It is dangerous, yet also an opportunity. You will be called in soon. Move boldly and swiftly, and you may decide the outcome. You are their equal here, Inquisitor. It is time we reminded them of it.
Anything else?
It is good to see you.
Okay, that's it then. Alright, glad we came up here. Now we'll go through the Alluvion. These my troops? These are my troops. I mean, I don't blame the Orlesians, the you know, the locals from Val Royeaux to suddenly be very bugged out about the fact that there's Inquisition forces everywhere, because now that the Inquisition's become this huge thing, it would be very alarming for any of them, you know, for their lives to be interrupted and having a ton of my troops wandering around their palace. Okay, and who shall we take with us? I think it once again, I think it just makes sense. You know what I didn't do? I didn't work on Bianca. Damn it. That's okay. We're gonna keep Sarah with us. Yeah, right now, since we're dealing with Kunari, I want to keep Iron Bull. Okay, so we gotta look for an alluvian near a bookcase. I don't know, we don't have to enter there, I was just looking. Hey, you guys, get back here, I see you.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that? Not good, I'll bet. Hell's that noise? There's another one. I got a feeling those things are going to explode.
An alluvian marked by a bookshelf. This should be it.
Good. Time to get some answers from the Vidasala.
But first, map of the crossroads. Unsigned note was tucked into a bookshelf in the crossroads as if left for someone to find. Do not stray from the marked paths. There are many mirrors. Some lead to danger. Do not linger longer than you must. At the bottom is a crude map of floating islands, some of which seem impossible to reach. A book from the crossroads. Its pages are filled with numbers and letters splattered around the page in random order, like writing in a dream. Every other book on its shelf is filled with the same nonsense script. In certain lights, the letters appear to shift slightly out of the corner of the eye. Well, that's weird. Communal journal. This slim journal was tucked into a bookshelf in the crossroads as if left for someone to find. Alright, so each entry is different hand. I've dropped rocks off a dozen ledges. I've not heard one hit bottom. This place has no bottom. Do not be here if you have no tasks here. An entry in Kunlat follows. Emmett missed the rendezvous. He said he was scouting the lower ledges on orders. Another entry in Kunlat follows. Understood. No one's to go near that mirror. Okay, well, here we go. Into the mirror. Eventually. So we're going back to a whole bunch of mirrors to hop around in. That's what I'm guessing. And I'm still guessing that we're going to find that Solus is behind a lot of this, if not all of it. Still don't trust that they're, especially seeing his name pop up in one of the notes or etchings or whatever that we came across.
Is this some sort of old elven library?
There are traces of some ancient magical catastrophe in the air.
Let's hope we can track down the Vidasala in all this.
Yeah, let's hope. Verdurtherov, Signs of Victory. The pages of this book, Memory, describe a monument made in a single afternoon by 1,000 toiling servants swarming over a lump of fallen stone as large as a collapsed mountain. By the end of the day, the stern figure of Elgar Nan stares down into a valley, carved out from the foothills of the rock. The slaves have disappeared. Light radiates from the Eidolon's narrowed eyes and its open, snarling mouth. Hail Elgar Nan, first among the gods, mark his victory eternal. For abandoning the people in their time of greatest need, for casting aside form to flee to where the earth could not reach, we declare Zebenkek and others of her ilk exiled from the lands of the Evanuris. Beware, their familiarity with shape allows them to travel paths unaided. They may be bound, but only the protection of your gods will fully shield you from their malice. They are forbidden from the earth that is our right. The scene hums with quiet talk. Oh, I guess there's more I should read above it. Everything else was like... Describes an elf approaching a city of glass spires so deeply blue they ache. The city's outskirts are wrapped in lakes of mist, and figures stroll along the pearly glowing strips as if they walked on solid ground. Groves of trees woven into enormous parks shelter elves in quiet hollows, while other elves walk below a river churning along an invisible shoal in the air. The scene hums with quiet talk and contentment as the memory's maker reaches the city gates, already thrown open wide. Okay. Alright, listen to Sarah.
The Fade. Not good. I would rather be anywhere else.
Calm yourself, little Sarah. It is, after all, not technically the Fade.
Urgh. You are more annoying than any demon, and you did it on purpose.
You are welcome, my dear.
Didn't thank you.
Okay. So what is it saying? We're in the Fade now? I guess we are, huh? Well, that's not right. Yeah, we are in the Fade.
Andaran Atishan, Methadra Elven.
Andaran, why is it talking to me? Don't talk to me. You make me dizzy.
If you wish, honored Elven, I will speak so your guests understand. I am study. I am a learning thirst. Come, know what has not been lost. New words, new stories. The Kunari would not approach, but we learned their words as well. If you wish to exchange knowledge, they congregate by the lower gate.
What did the old elves use this place for?
This is the Virtirthara, the living knowledge of the Empire. The libraries of every city, the wisdom of every court. A connecting place whose paths are in disarray.
What put this place into disarray?
The Virtirthara was made with world and fade. When they sundered, so did we. Paths broke, knowledge fragmented, many were trapped. I preserve their last words.
What were these old elves' last words?
What happened? Where are the paths? Where are the paths? God save me. The floor is gone. Do not let me fall. Do not let me... On this spot, that is all.
Thanks. Really paints a picture.
It does.
I'm looking for a Kunari called Vidasala. Do you know what she wants here?
Vidasala, yes. She uses scholars and mages for study. They fear this place, but they seek to know the Veil.
What does Vidasala want to know about the Veil?
I regret I do not have more information. I am sundered from myself. If you discover another one of me nearer the Kunari, I may know more. Kindly give it my greetings. I have not thought with myself for some time.
That's bizarre.
There must be thousands of years of history here. There must be so much you can teach us.
I will try to recall, honored patron, but there are gaps, breaks. Greetings, laughter, Ema Enasal, forms out of air, light, memories. And yet there are so many broken paths at every... Missing. I cannot. There is no more. Apologies. I knew all once. We knew. With the break, only fragments or knowledge new since the fall.
We'll be going now.
Know this. An unknown person, not of the Kunari, recently woke the librarians.
An unknown person? Could this be our agent of Fen'Harel?
The librarians facilitated learning before the fracture, before the fall. Now, beware them. They are unwell.
In other words, we're going to have to fight them, and they're going to be bastards. Is there anything else?
Greetings.
Nope.
We'll be going now.
Wisdom guide you.
Oh, we almost were able to kind of see her face. Trying to get flickers of her face.
There, Kunari, on that upside-down island.
How are they not chucking their guts just constantly?
I don't know, but look at this thing.
That repaired some of the steps. Let's look around for more. The inverted alluvion must lead to the Kunari.
Ah, yes, another mirror. Granted, we could just have jumped down there, but you never know. One wrong jump and you end up going down into a pit. For example, that one there. Although, yeah, that one just leads to death. Vivian, get away from the edge, please. Stepping through. Okay. We are in the courtyard. And again, looking up. Creepy.
Interesting. The anchor is reacting adversely to elven magic.
It doesn't hurt when I cast spells. What's causing this?
I haven't the slightest, my dear. Keep an eye on it.
Pages of the book memory describe an immensely tall, immensely graceful vine that flowers with the heat of a copper sunset and has blossoms as large as ponds, petals as long as a man, and scents puffing out like citron and sky and carrion death. They, the last of the vine's folds, spent and extinct. The creator of this memory weeps and, after recording the flower's sights and sounds, enters Euthanasia. Treasure this thought, for it was the last of its kind, and so much more than the last of me. Okay, well, I don't need to resupply. I haven't fought anything. This is telling me that there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Alright, so there's several things to read. Clearly a mirror that we're going to have to walk through at some point. Describe a pair playing, colliding in the air, bodies formed for kissing, stroking, lines of heat as molten as the sun. The dance is fluid, roiling, never-ending, lovers tangled in a laughing knot that rolls on for years. A promise never to be parted, whatever ages come. An annoyed thought intrudes from one who marked this memory after it was recorded. By the gods, find a private chamber. Nothing to read there. I know there's one over here. Show a narrow plateau on top of a mountain. Two armored figures, one in gold, one in black, are fighting in the snow. Steel flickers so fast the air hums. Blood dots the ground. They do not stop for breath. The one in black makes no sound as a blade parts his throat. Mythal, in her wisdom, interceded in an argument between Elgar Nan and Falun Din. With clever words, she convinced them to settle their grievance through a battle of their champions. Elgar Nan and Falun Din agreed, and set their champions against each other rather than declare war among the gods. May those nights long be remembered, and Mythal's wisdom praised. Anything to read here? Yes. Hola, No Love Nova. Thanks for joining me. The memory shows a solemn group of elves in an amphitheater of living wood. Entire trees grown into seats and stairs for the listeners to recline on. Two other elves in a spirit of learning are speaking in turn on ways to bend the properties of the material world when casting spells. At the end, the spirit, with the air of a senior lecturer, floats forward and booms in a surprisingly deep voice. The unchanging world is delicate. Spells of power invite disaster and annihilation. The unchanging world is stubborn. The pull of the earth fiercely resists, making fire run like water, or stone rise like mist. The unchanging world rings with its own harmony. Listen with fearless hearts, and great works will unfold. Got that? Oh, another mirror. So we got two mirrors here. We have to make a decision as to which way to go. I imagine we're just going to end up going through both of them, but... Ooh, what's down here? There's more to explore than I thought. Or maybe not. Because apparently I can't really go anywhere. Okay, no random letters or anything floating around. Oh, there's another mirror. Okay, well, we got 3 mirrors to choose from then. This not being one that is highlighted. So let me see something. Okay, so neither one of the mirrors, besides the one I'm next to, they're not highlighted. So I can travel through any of these. So let's start with this one. Okay, there's another one of those spirits. Now the problem is, as we can see, I can't get through there because it's a chasm. So I guess we shall turn around. I'll have to go through one of the other ones. That's fine. I'm glad we walked down here just to discover that, though. Because I wouldn't have known it was there if I didn't. Just checking to see if anything else... And now we know why there's 2 supply caches here. Because clearly we're going to be in for some battles. Oh, there's 4. There's a total of 4 mirrors. The one we came in, that's that one. And okay, let's try over here. Discover the broken tower.
Qunari are dead, but there's not a mark on them.
Backs hunched, eyes wide open. They were scared shitless when they died.
That's not a good sign. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Hello. Are you friendly?
Welcome, welcome. Listen to the last words of those who lived past the fall. How could the dread wolf cast a veil between the world that wakes and the world that dreams? The Evenures will send people. They will save us. When have you last heard from the gods? When the veil came down, they went silent. What is this veil? What has Fen'Harel done?
Are these records saying Fen'Harel created the veil between our world and the Fade?
That can't be true. Veil's always been there. No one made it.
Impossible. If there was a time the veil didn't exist, there would be some mention of it in human history.
Not necessarily, considering that we've already seen several times that you know, people can erase history by just not mentioning it or striking it from records. That's what happened down in the deep roads. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm answering a message that I just got. I think that's... okay. Alright, well, moving through this mirror. Scholar's Retreat. Well, we're at one point that we need to get to. Iron Bull has something to say. What does he have to say?
Floating crap, magic mirror crap, evil demon crap. When this is over, I'm gonna need somebody to hit me with a stick again.
That works. It isn't over, and I already want to hit things with sticks.
Next time we get the gang back together, let's do a dragon instead. Dragons are fun.
You know, speaking of demons, I could have... I don't think I have... Nope. Yeah, figures I didn't make a demon... a demon ward. Vivian, are you gonna walk into a wall like Iron Bull did?
Look at all of this. What a pity.
You mean the library or the books?
Actually, I meant the elves. To build an entire empire on the foundation of magic.
They couldn't have known that the magic would one day dry up.
The elves trusted completely that the world as it was would never change. This rubble is the legacy of that trust. Empires fall and regimes change, Inquisitor. Do make sure you're still standing when the dust clears.
Okay, let's read this. Research notes. These loose pages are scattered about, as if abandoned in a great hurry. Algebraic-looking formulae crawl across the pages, spiked with dense annotations in Kunlat.
This looks like technical notes. What did the Kunari come here to learn?
They're real technical. I can't make out any either. Something about magic. That's it.
The theorems are familiar. The Kunari are wrestling with abstracted magical theory.
Okay. Well, before I try to go across that. When the dread wolf's gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. Okay, I think this is supposed to make me invulnerable for a moment. It does. Well, it hurt, but I was able to get through there. I think the book's a more important part. Warn of a terrible danger. A wolf with slavering black jaws and pits for eyes. The Evanuris, the elven gods, stand in a ring around it as if preventing it from attacking. Beware the forms of Fen'Harel. The dread wolf comes in humble guises. A wanderer who knows much of the people and their spirits. He will offer advice that seems fair, but turns slowly to poison. Remember the price of treason, and keep in your heart the mercy of your gods. It's Solus. 100% that's Solus. because he comes in humble guises. Solus was very humble. He's very low key. A wanderer. Yeah, he kind of just showed up. A wanderer who knows a lot of people and their spirits. He knows lots of people and knows lots about the spirits. He knows, he was a fade mage, or whatever you call it, rift mage. He will offer advice that seems fair, but turns slowly to poison. Now, we don't know about him going evil against us, but I mean, that certainly sounds like something that describes him. Requires veil fire. Okay. Something happened. What did that slab say? When the Dreadwolf's gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. Okay, light burns, which I'm guessing is veil fire, in the ring of the dead. So when we what would be the ring of the dead? I mean, obviously we have to go activate that again. Maybe not that way. Where is... What is that down there? Is that one of my guys? Is that Iron Bull? Iron Bull, he just didn't follow me. Okay, what just happened? What did that make happen? Okay, so man. Out, you idiots, move. Shit. I don't get it.
upside-down alluvium.
Creepy. Helpful, but creepy.
It's a place of learning. Maybe this Vir Dathara is helping us find what we need.
Now it's even weirder.
I'm figuring this out. Zuza, hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me. I'm trying to figure this little puzzle out, and it's not going well. Right, when his gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. I don't know what that means. Light burns in a ring of the dead, but what's the ring of the dead? Light burns in a ring of the dead. Is it that up there? In a ring of the dead. What am I supposed to be? I mean, I have to get... I have to activate Balefire somewhere. I'm sure of it. I just don't see where that happens. Oh, up there. How do I get that? How do I get it? How do I get up there? I'm confused. That Balefire. Whoa, fell off the edge. What the hell am I supposed to do here? You know what? I have to look this up. Because this is driving me nuts. It says, on the main level, there's a statue type thing you can read. Yeah. When you follow a path below, you raise a part of the path for the main objective. If you follow the main floor around... Okay, what's it say? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, you pass by a ring of statues, unlit file there torches for entering the area with the wolf statue and the smaller statue that needs the Balefire. When you press the button of the statue, the ring of statues light up in the previous area. You need to press the button, then go back to the previous area through the alluvium, light a torch, and return to a smaller statue to claim the treasure. Okay, so I have to go... I have to click on that, and then I've got to run through the Illuvian again. Okay, where was the Illuvian? Oh man, these guys. Well, this certainly got complicated. Okay, so I was supposed to... I have to get to this Illuvian quickly. So, I'm going to have to leave one of my guys... Someone is going to have to stay here. Okay. Alright, the rest of us can all go this way. I'll just go back up there, click that wolf statue again, and then switch to Vivian as quickly as I can. Oh, that hurt a little bit. And hopefully, by clicking to Vivian super fast, I'll be able to go right through the Illuvian and then go grab the Veilfire. Oh, what are you doing? Why aren't you down with the... Oh my god. So she's not even where she needs to be. Whoops. Well, that sucked. And clearly we won't have enough time now. Well, wonderful. Maybe we just leave Bull and everybody there. Oh, I'm standing in the fire. That's brilliant. And Bull's back. Oh, so I have to have everybody... maybe I'm the one who has to tell everybody to hold position. Maybe that's how it works. Okay, everybody come here. Now, everyone hold position. Don't go anywhere. Yes, even you, Bull. You... No! What the fuck? What are you guys doing? Oh my god. Clear commands. This is really aggravating. Diapiate? I don't know how to say your name. I'm just going to call you Mid. But welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. And no, Vivian doesn't give a damn. She's just going to do her own damn thing. Okay. You three idiots stay here. Okay, can we handle this? You all stay. Don't freaking follow me. I run by and immediately they turn towards me. Now you all stay there. That hold your position command has always been really glitchy and weird. Alright. Let's cross this again. If I turn around and see them behind me in a second, I'm going to be so angry. Good. Okay, click. Oh look, we're in the right spot. Go. Now quickly. You going the right way? Yes. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Get down there. Get down there. I don't care if you get hurt. Yeah, too bad. So you're injured. I don't care. And I'm going to carry one myself just to play it safe. Alright, 2 of us have Veilfire. Yay! Good God. I would have never figured that out on my own. If I didn't look that up, I would have been here all day long. I never would have guessed how the hell I was supposed to handle that. That was extremely cryptic. Better be an amazing reward. And you know it's not gonna be. That was it. That was it. God damn it. That sucks. Because everything I have is better than that, you know, for all my warriors. The only thing is, cold enchanted, all weapon attacks deal cold damage. And there's a chance to deal cold damage in an area around the target. But big deal! Big deal! Alright. Oh, we did it. Kenosoro. Probably did not say that right either, but welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me. So, we did what we needed to do here, and that was to raise those steps. I guess we should clear commands. We're going to keep carrying these torches because, you know, for what I went through to get them, we're just going to keep carrying them for a while. Because why not? The real crap was coming down here and having to get in a fight. We wouldn't even have the opportunity if we wanted. We're gonna light these. I'm gonna keep them lit. Just in case. There may be no need to have these lit up at all, but you know what? Alright. Chiquinosaurus from Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Brasilia. I've had a lot of people watching my streams from Brazil. Discharging the anchor now deals damage to nearby enemies. Ooh! I like that.
That's really not getting better, boss.
The pain stopped.
It's worse, right? You need to not get worse. Please?
Okay. We don't need to... I'm trying to think of which one that... Look, there's the Dreadwolf staring at us. I'm trying to think if this one is the one we should go through or the one that was down below. I think this one. So now I can injure enemies by discharging. Are those bees? Sarah, these are your people. Bees. Fade touched honeycomb. Interesting. Well, that's odd. Hope we don't have to jump to that, because that would suck. With my luck, of course I will. Nothing over there. It's awesome looking painting. Well, hold on. What's up top first? I'm not making my guy move. I'm not even touching my controller. That's why people have heard me complain about my controller over the last few videos. Actually, for quite some time at this point, because my analog stick, there's something wrong with it, and it keeps making me turn around and head downwards.
More dead Qunari, with terrified expressions.
Okay, we'll talk to that spirit in a moment. Nothing out here? Okay. Hello.
Welcome, and listen to the last words of those who walked this place. If we get out of here, I will end Fen-Haral. After he held back the sky to imprison the gods, the dread wolf disappeared. Lies. We must tear down the veil, the cities, the pathways. Without magic, they're crumbling. You're wasting your time. Fen-Haral's veil has turned our empire to ruins.
So the ancient Elven Empire collapsed because the veil weakened magic.
If the old elves relied on magic even more than the Vids, no wonder things went to crap when it dried up.
An empire run on more magic than we have ever seen. Perhaps it's best its little secrets remain lost.
Surprised Sarah didn't have anything to say about that. Alright. Let's go down below before we go through that alluvion. Another alluvion. There's two of them. Oh, crap. Okay, that was the Illuvian we came through in the first place. Alright, alright, alright. So... Okay, so that's... That's Illuvian number 1. Okay, so there was nowhere else to investigate. This was just all a circle. Okay, that's good. I'd rather not have to make a choice. Lower archives. Alright, so we'll be able to raise probably the last... Ah, see, I'm glad we had the Veilfire with us. Messenger's note. Behind you. Oh, Lord. There's a red dot behind me. Oh, my God. Hello. Whoa! That made me go flying. Holy crap. Yeah, you need to die. No, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. I did not mean to use that power. Die, you ugly bastard. Whereas then it receives a large amount of barrier when hit. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, that got real crazy real fast. I'm going to continue to carry this with me. Hardin Hightown chapter ? Alright, well, again, as usual, if anyone wants to read this, just play back the video and pause it where you need to, and feel free to read it. Because it's too long to try to do on a Let's Play. The pages of the book of memory describe a heated argument between a group of well-dressed elves inside an elaborately arched pavilion on an island floating in a void. In the distance, haloed by a blizzard of light, thousands of elves are maintaining an elaborate magical ritual that pulls raw essence from the Fade, funneled into a sphere in the air. Through the lens of the sphere can be seen a world of indigo waterfalls and rust-red jungles, and a temple palace so frescoed and cleverly carved, it's a masterpiece in itself. The well-dressed elves' shouting grows so loud it can be heard over the magic. One leaps at another, howling and pulling out a knife burning with prismatic flame. Architects of the Grand Sonalium, a gift from blessed Silas to clever June as thanks for a great favor, and friendly debate over the color of the palace's roof trim. They're fighting over the color of the roof. Good Lord. Instructions on how to reach the deepest parts of the Fade, realms so far removed they're unmarked by dreamers. Epiphany requires a mind smooth as mirror glass, still as stone. Put aside 10 years for practice and the next 100 for searching. What others have learned will ease your journey. Those who never manifested outside the Fade will find it easier to find its stillest roots, but it is rare that compulsion overtakes our brethren of the air. Alright, well there's what we're looking for. Nothing out here. Okay.
That should be enough stairs. Let's see if we can reach the inverted alluvion now.
Well, we could. But what about that other weird alluvion that was at the bottom from where we started? Oh look, it's a bunch of jerks. And I mean that not as my friend Stan. That's right, explode. And now you're all dead. Once again, I'm still taking this with me. I don't need it, but I'm keeping it. I also like how the Inquisition symbol is basically above the alluvion. Oh, look who's showed up.
There's the librarians.
Shit.
Deltos.
Oh. That's not the voice of something that is pleasant. Yikes. Ouch. Screw all of you. Man, that didn't even do a lot of damage to them. Jeez. Maybe it did. Maybe we wiped one of them out.
Siran Viramamas, Chimera Melava.
Sure. Whatever you say. Salam alaikum. Get out of here, spider.
He lost dinner.
Yeah. Ah, I got a mosquito flying around my room. How pleasant. Alright. Let's travel back down and see if there's any difference in this. Wrong button. Still can't get over here, huh? That is a statue of Mythal. I have a feeling that we're going to have to come back here at another time after this has been replaced. Unless that's ground down there. I think that's just... No, that's not ground. That's a wall. Okay. That's certain depth. So we'll end up, I'm gonna guess, we'll end up coming back here and we'll go through that alluvion. And then we'll speak to that archivist. Because standing in front of a statue of Mythal, I think that's very, very important. Oh, this is the way we came in. Okay. Look at that. It's a giant hand. I didn't notice that before.
Survivor of the breach. Herald of change. Hero of the South.
The Vidisala, I presume.
Wow. After fulfilling your purpose at the breach, it is astonishing to hear you still walked free among your people. Your duty is done, Inquisitor. It is time to end your magic.
It's not too late to put our weapons down and talk.
There's no need to pretend that you're blind to what you've begun. I am no stranger to catastrophe, but this chaos in the South defies comprehension. The Qun left your people to curb your own magic. You've amply proven we should have stepped in long ago.
Is that what Dragon's Breath is for? Murdering our heads of state just to control our magic?
Do you believe closing the breach solved everything? That its consequences stopped there? The day we saw the breach, the Qun decided its action. We would remove your leaders and spare those who toil. This agent of Fen'Harel has disrupted everything. Lives that were to be spared, lost for him.
Who is this agent? Why would you think they work for the Inquisition?
Kill the Inquisitor, then follow me to the Dargarad.
You could at least tell me. You know, it doesn't have to make every... Alright, so I don't even have to... I don't think so. Everybody get rifted. That guy exploded. Yeah, it's not pleasant, is it? Yeah, it hurts, doesn't it? Hurts, don't it, buddy? Yeah, it does feel good. That just leaves you two idiots. I always like how the Venisari, or however you say it. I also like how she did a book on her shoulder plate. Ooh, it's handy. I have become translucent mage. He popped. Tattered note. The scrap of parchment is written in both Kunlat and the common tongue, although the letters in Kunlat are shaky. Please excuse my Kunlat. Its subtleties elude me even with your patient teachings. We pulled everyone out of the palace. The Shem nobles assumed we were servants leaving on an errand. We are hiding where you told us, waiting for signs that Dragon's Breath has begun. Victory is in the Kun. And hold on, I got a text message, I think. Alright, just give me 1 second. Alright.
No wonder the Kunari translated notes into our language. It was for their non-Kunari spies.
They'd have to. Kunlat's not an easy one to learn.
I'm just looking around for any other notes or books or anything. Doesn't look like there's anything else. That's the direction I came from. Nothing here. Where? Ah. That's right, everybody beat the crap out of the target. That's all it is, it's a target. Pretty funny how that just aggroed everybody, though. The Risk of Cerebus. This sheaf of notes is written mostly in Kunlat, but select paragraphs have been translated into the common tongue. Those born outside the Kun will not comprehend the seriousness of using mages to help us. They believe the worst that can befall a mage is demon possession. They do not truly understand that the loss of mastery comes with a loss of the self. Those of the Kun since birth do not understand why we risk using Cerebus. We have immersed them in a sea of magic until it seems possible they could ever do anything but drown. It is a right that we enlighten you so your purpose here is clear. We have learned from this place that there lived an elven mage who saw a great wrong and sacrificed all to right it. This mage made the veil, which protects us from the Fade. This veil stripped power from his rulers, who had treated their people with such excess that it makes the southern kings and queens seem staid. Thus does every action carry rightness and all paths converge. In his greatest magic, the elven mage became an agent of peace through the veil. and our willingness to brave this place, we may discover how the Veil can be strengthened through our own mages. For that, we risk our lives. The Cerebus, who have joined in this endeavor, understand the dangers and have made their choice. Remember the words of Ashkari Khoslam. Existence is a choice. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is a source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refute it. We can refuse it. It is in our own power to create the world or destroy it. For peace, we will endure any horror here. We will create a safer world or destroy the old one. So, once again, really seems to me that it's just straight up pointing out that Solus is the one. Hold on, answering the text. Okay. So, you know, because
these are
what...
Vidasala's papers.
Oh, hold on.
She brought mages here to research strengthening the Veil.
A way to clamp down magic. No wonder she's here.
It explains why the Kunari thought it was worth camping here.
So that's the thing, you know, it seems like Solus, being the expert on the Veil that he was, you know, here he was using the Veil as, he would use the Veil for good, and, you know, it's not like Solus was evil. He was trying to do things the right way. You know, here's a broken alluvium. Okay. But I think it's pretty clear that he is definitely the big part of all of this. Can we get up there? No. There's an alluvium up there, though. Is that the way we came in? No. Is it? Did I go over here? No, I did not. Huh. Interesting. So the amulet I have on right now gives me a 75% chance on a kill shot to come back to life. So I kinda like that the most. Ah, look at that. Here we are.
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open.
Can you tell me where a Kunari called the Vidasala went?
Yes, we heard much. Although she fooled herself into thinking we could not hear. Take a keystone to the Darvarad. I will join you there soon and take stock of our remaining Gatlock powder.
I found a keystone with one of the Kunari.
Yes,
I did?
And you need words for their key. Maras Nira. It glows. It will open the way to the Darvarad. May you find what you seek. In coming here, you strengthen the paths. I can now raise one, if you wish to go.
You've been very helpful.
Gildethan was what the Elven called me. One who guides seekers of knowledge true. I was connection. One city could read the records of another. One Elven feel the memories of another. When the Veil fell upon us, I marked the end of all they knew.
We've got to find this Darvarad and corner Vidasala there.
You know what I never did? I never did that to my enemies. Tier 3 bow. Well, the bow that Sarah has right now is pretty awesome, so I don't think I'd want to mess with that. But I can't. That has to be the way I came in on the other side, because there's no other way to get in there. That's okay. All right, so I am actually going to take a break. I've got to use the bathroom. I got to pee really, really bad. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to end this stream, and then I'm going to continue the stream. Well, I'll start a new stream, and then I think we're probably going to finish this. So everybody who's been participating and watching, thank you for joining me, and thank you for being a part of the experience. And I hope that you join me on the next video. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you can be aware of when I'm online streaming, if you want to follow along with my gaming, because everything I do is live streamed, and that's the way to keep up with me. So Jamel, thank you for joining me. Everyone else, thanks for joining me, and I hope that you see me next time, which will be in about like 15 minutes at the most. So 10-15 minutes and I'll be back. So until then, peace.